Hello guys，大家好，我是 Max。Welcome to Max Chinese Reading Club，欢迎加入 Max 的中文阅读俱乐部。Have you ever felt that reading Chinese just hard? That learning alone feels really lonely, right? Unsure of what to read or how to grasp the deeper meaning behind the words. Today, let's change that. Let me show you a new way to learn. Here is how I make your breakthrough possible. We have 3 points. Point 1. Curated journey. I handpicked the most compelling, level appropriate content so you read what matters. Point 2, guided insight. With expert facilitation, I bridge the gap between understanding characters and understanding culture. Point 3, community feel. Here you can find your tribe. Once you join the reading club, you will be invited into a group chat on WeChat. Here you can gain lasting motivation and friendship in a small, supportive group. Now let me show you one part of us reading one story. And this story is called 四季真有趣. Seasons of Fun is for level 1 students, which means if you are a beginner in Chinese learning, this story is right there for you. So before we get started on reading the full story, I will walk you guys through the vocab list, where you will see all the new words that you will come across while you are reading the whole story later on. So actually this vocab list is kind of like a preview, which is also important. Every vocab list actually is made up of 3 parts. The first part is Chinese character. Here you can see 四季, right? And down here there is the pinyin for that. So you can either read it by yourself or you can listen to how I pronounce that and then repeat after me by yourself. 四季. This is the first part. And then the second part is upper there is the English translation. 四季 means 4 seasons. And the third part is a little bit challenging but also helpful. Down here, you can see a sample sentence which contains the word we just learned. Here, 四季真有趣. It means 4 seasons are really fun. All the sample sentences are the ones you will encounter later on in the full story. So this is the first time you just meet that, so no worries about that. For all the words on the vocab list, I will read that for you, so you will know how to pronounce that in Chinese. And after previewing the vocab list, we will move on to the real important ones here, which is the full story. In every episode of the reading club, I will read that for you first. 冬天来了，冬天来了，寒风吹，寒风吹。冬天很冷，春天来了，春天来了，鸟儿叫，鸟儿叫。春天很暖和，夏天来了，夏天来了，太阳晒，太阳晒。夏天很热，秋天来了，秋天来了，叶子落，叶子落。秋天很凉爽。You see, while I'm reading that, you can either listen to me reading the lines for you, or you can see the pinyin here and you can read it after me. If you don't understand the meaning, here is the English translation here. So while you are reading that, you may get the gist of, okay, what is the story is mainly about. After reading the full story, I will spend some time on explaining some sentence structure here or some words here. For example, the first line, 冬天来了. 冬天 is winter, right? And 来 means come. And here we can see another character, 了. It's a very important Chinese grammar. We use 了 in the end of the sentence or after the verb to show something already happened. It's in the past tense. 冬天来了 means that winter has come. Okay, so you can see after I read the whole story for you, I will pick some very important grammar points here and I will explain that in a very easy and simple language so you can understand. And then let's move on to a more cultural connotation here. For example, when we mention 冬天 in Chinese, 冬天 actually means something really shabby or something without too much hope. Later on, when we move on to Chinese ancient poetry, you will see a lot of context in very sad Chinese poems are set in wintertime. And then 春天 spring, right? 春天在中文中 means newborn, means 生机勃勃, means new life. So it's very promising and full of hope. So here you can see after we finish reading the full story, we will dig deeper into the cultural connotation behind those words, behind those lines, behind those stories. So here you can use these stories as lens to get to know more about Chinese culture. So join us not just to study, but to see through a new cultural lens. Your path starts here. You can choose a monthly or annual membership. It breaks down to less than the price of a coffee per day. Truly an investment in yourself. Each week will include a new story, interactive community space, and personal feedback. All in all, I really hope everyone can have a great time when you are engaging in the activities in our reading club. As a special welcome, I'm offering founding membership pricing for all of you guys for a limited time. You can scan the QR code here now to secure your spots, and your journey into authentic Chinese stories begins here. 你心动了吗？还不快加入 ！See you in the reading club.